It's your boy Professor J. Bay. We are in Taurus season. We're gonna check out Taurus game William Shakespeare, right? And so this is an article in the Guardian. It says self-satisfied pork butcher Shakespeare grave effigy believed to be the definitive likeness. Bust in Holy Trinity Church was modeled by tomb maker Nicholas Johnson. So look at this. You can see it's very dark brother, right? All right. What does it say here? It says, new research found that bust model was by a sculptor who actually knew Shakespeare. New research has found that the bust was modeled by a sculptor who actually knew Shakespeare, right? So you look at it. You can just, find the article yourself. Hold on. And you can find the article yourself. Right? So you can get the title yourself, Google it, and get a good look at it yourself, right? So now we're going to go to what? The Autobiography of Shakespeare. Right? What's the autobiography? If Malcolm X's book is called The Autobiography of Malcolm X, the who's talking, right? A biography and the autobiography is different. So if you can understand that, we for the read, right? He says, the autobiography, a fragment. I remember my father, Richard Shakespeare of Warwicke. He was a small, dark man and had a large head and very little hands and feet. And being as to that, like my grandfather Thomas of Utrecht, I was often told. Right? He said, my father, Richard Shakespeare of Warwicke, was a small, dark man. Right? This is page 19, right? Page 19, this the first. As soon as he come in, he started talking. He says, Pops was a small, dark man, right? The Shakespeare. All right? And then we go here. He said, now this is the autobiography. We're going to page 57, right? All right, this is Autobiography of Shakespeare, page 57, right? This Shakespeare said, talking about his friend, he said, and John of England, an honest man with a good drink of ale and mead, and a fine fighter in his fist. And Edward England is John, but shell and pale, with a good head of figures, and the best memory in man that I ever met. And Edward Schultzen, who brought my third play and stopped the money for his journey of the price of therein, but a good roastering companion at other charges. And Will Shakspere, that was I, a small dark man with great eyes, who women love not a little, but who loved them not too much, who was not seldom called the little Jew boy or the little Jew from the Midland Counties, which made me fume with anger, for I knew not then that I did so as I did afterwards, that my grandfather Thomas Little of Utrecht in Holland had been born a Jew. Right? Let's read that again. This is Autobiography of Shakespeare. He said, and Will Shakespeare, that was I, a small, dark man with great eyes, right? Whom the women loved not a little, but who loved them not too much, and who was not seldom called the little Jew boy or the little Jew from the Midland Counties, right? He said, my grandfather Thomas Little of Utrecht had been born a Jew, right?